Hi, oh my god. Hi, this is so embarrassing. I totally forgot I was doing an art tour today. As you can see, oh my god, like, who else would do this but me, an artist? I don't know. So, welcome to my studio. I know you can't really tell, but it's the coolest space in the world. And it is so good at, like, making me want to be creative. Like, I always want to be creative. It's just, like, in my blood. It's important to have the space that you can use to create, like, art. You know what I'm saying? Probably not if you're not an artist. That's okay. Yeah, so a lot of people, like, want to know why I'm an artist, how I even came to be into art. My history, it's almost like my upbringing refused to let me be anything other than an artist, right? I had all this chaos around me and I could have channeled it into sports. God forbid. I think differently. I have a different mind. One day I was walking home from school. It was, 10 miles uphill both ways. Really a struggle. There was a bus that it would stop directly in front of my house, but I just refused to take it because I saw such amazing things on my walk home, There was farmland, mostly farmland. I remember the bus was passing me and someone leaned out of the window and threw on top of me their piping hot coffee. It was the bus driver. I looked down and on my shirt there was this coffee stain. I think where most people would see like a coffee stain, I looked down and I was like, that's art. So I've been an artist, probably since I was born, but that I think of as the point that really made a difference to me. The nudes started in 9th grade. I remember doodling in my sketchbook all the time, just boobs or penis, and the other kids would lean over and be like, what is she doing? Like, oh, we're so uncomfortable with our bodies and she's clearly so comfortable with hers, like that's why she can portray things. They didn't say that, but that is what is going on basically when people dislike your art, is that they're just not right. I've been working on perfecting my vision of the human form. I have modeled for myself mostly. I'll just stand in front of the mirror. I was dating a man. It didn't last very long. He was an architect, aka a fake artist, so it just would never work. During that time, we texted back and forth because, well, we only knew each other online, but he wanted nude pictures, and I said I've got hundreds, and I sent him an acrylic nude of myself. People often say your art looks a lot like Rembrandt or like a Banksy. Everything that I've made is my own, and honestly, like, I don't look at other people's art because I don't want it to like affect me. Thank you for that type of commentary, but respectfully, I wish it would stop because I am not either of those people, and I don't know who they are. So a lot of people have a lot of questions about this particular work, obviously, and I know a lot of people say, what's the gender? We're confused, right? And it's a very simple, straightforward answer. The gender is love. If you can't understand that, then art might not be for you, It's funny how once you become an artist, everyone kind of starts looking to you to be, the person who has all the answers. Because everyone's looking for answers from someone, and who, if not the artist, has the ability to look at the world and understand it. A lot of my friends come to me and they say, I've been looking for a job and no one's hiring, or I really like this person but I don't know if they like me back. What type of move should I make? And I always say the exact same thing regardless of what the problem is. Go step into my gallery, which I have one of, and I say, stand amidst my art for 10-15 minutes, however long you want, as long as you pay the $15 fee. Tell me after standing amongst art if you really still care about your problem, because I don't. Since I know you're all like really curious, I'm gonna show a little bit out of my personal notebook. Now, none of this stuff is like whatever like the art equivalent of published is. None of it is that. Kind of I write my emotions out, but instead of writing, It's painting. It was a day I was feeling like, this one, I was feeling like really sad about the day the dinosaurs died. So I made this. I know what you're thinking, like, that's so random. I know. I don't think like other people. I'm an artist. This is one of my favorites that I'm hoping it gets whatever the published version of art is. It says, what? And it's a rat. Like, who else would think of these things? I'm not even gonna speak on this one because it's an emotional journey for every different viewer of this. So, the best advice I could give to people who want to be artists would be quit. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would say learn from your mistakes. Because once I was doing photography, which is not my main passion, but I'm still very good at it as an artist. I span all mediums. So I was developing this picture, didn't realize I had all this paint on my hand because I'm constantly covered in paint because I'm an artist. And the paint dripped from my hand, splat, onto the photograph. And I had this photograph of a child who I babysit for, because I'm a babysitter on the side. Just a single drop of blue paint smeared down the side. And what I could have done, because that is a mistake, right, is I could have gotten angry, thrown things everywhere, and quit. Never done art again. But instead, I learned from my mistake, which is the advice I just gave. And I learned in that mistake that it wasn't a mistake. So, it's an asparagus head. Hello? I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. So it's not my parents. I think it's all me. So, yeah, what is Banksy? Banksy? I've never heard that name in my life.